If I handed you a regular beer and its zero alcohol counterpart, do you think you could tell the difference? That's the challenge I've set a panel of tasters and myself, and it was far from the walk in the park we thought it'd be.
It's not like the difference between a Coke and a Diet Coke.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not more obvious.
Can tasters reliably distinguish regular and zero alcohol beers? Let's find out. This episode is sponsored by Yakima Valley Hops. More on them in a bit. Hey, it's Martin Keane, and boy was this a fun test to try. Non-alcoholic beer, which is technically beer that's no more than 0.5% alcohol by volume, used to be pretty lame.
When you want the refreshing taste of beer without all the alcohol, think O'Doul's.
But these days, the grocery stores are filled with a new type of NA brew, 0.0% alcohol-free beers. We're going to take a look at three alongside their regular alcohol counterparts, Heineken, Stella Artois, and Guinness. And first up is Heineken, where I tested myself. Now, one of these beers is the 0.0 Heineken and the other is the real thing. Could I pick out the non-alcohol version? On its face, I'm thinking this should be easy. Really great clarity on both. Let's give them a try. I haven't even tried the other one yet, but right off the bat, that's got this artificial taste to me. Yeah, I think I already know.
When you're ready, push forward the one you believe is the non-alcoholic.
I'm pretty confident this is the alcoholic one, and I much prefer it. This is the real beer. This is my preference.
The one you place forward is the alcoholic one.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. Are you sure? Honestly, I couldn't believe it. But what about a panel of 4 other tasters? Could they do any better than me? If I served you a non-alcoholic beer and the same beer but the alcoholic version, do you think you'd be able to tell me which is which?
I've never had a non-alcoholic beer, so...
So, I actually had a non-alcoholic beer at the airport, and it was really good.
This one smells more subtle than this one.
I get less scent off the left.
What are you dropping?
You've had too many already.
Yeah, right?
Heineken has a banana taste to it. Do you taste that?
Well, now I do.
There's definitely a different taste, but I can't tell if the different taste is the lack of alcohol or...
Yeah, that's a good point. There is a difference, but how much does alcohol affect flavour? It's not like the difference between a Coke and a Diet Coke, where it's like, okay, well, this is one tastes real and this one tastes fake.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not more obvious. All right, I'm ready to vote.
I feel pretty confident.
So on the count of 3, I want you to push forward the one that you believe is the non-alcoholic beer. 1, 2, 3. Okay, a difference of opinion. 1, 2, 3.
I prefer this one.
I
This one's got chemically taste.
I prefer that one.
Lauren, you're right.
Huh?
Evan got it right.
Whoa!
The details of how Heineken makes this beer aren't exactly forthcoming, but it appears it's actually fermented using what they mysteriously call Heineken's unique A yeast, and then the alcohol is removed with vacuum distillation and blended with some flavouring agents. The result is a beer with about half the calories of the regular 5% ABV beer, but slightly higher in carbs. All right, let's move on to beer number 2, which is Stella Artois, which is a lager which, in my mind, has a bit more of a distinctive flavour. I'm not a big Heineken fan, but I do enjoy a Stella, and I've had a lot of them over the years, especially in England. Pretty disappointed with myself I can't get this one. Okay, going off aroma, there is more of a difference than the Heineken. Oh yeah. Okay. So the Heineken, very close. Not a big fan of Heineken, but they were close. I don't think this is close at all. I've had enough Stella to know this is the non-alcoholic beer, 100%. And also strong preference for this guy. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I did like this. So my preference is for this one.
Well, I'd like to reveal to you that the one you push forward is the alcoholic one. You got it wrong again.
No, I didn't.
You can go see how I set on the bottles.
No,
if you want.
no, absolutely no.
Set on the bottles.
No.
Look at the bottles.
No. That's not right. Okay, so you're saying the order you put here is the order they're out there, and I push forward the alcoholic one.
I take the glasses, I take them, I pour them, I change no order, except for the little funny thing I did there for a second, but didn't change the order. place them down, and you pick the alcoholic one as a non-alcoholic.
Absolutely. Okay, let me just...
Out the bottle, I taste it.
Holy shit. Yeah, this is the one I prefer. That is just insane. At this point, you'd probably think I'd struggle to differentiate a non-alcoholic beer from a cup of tea. But let's see how the others did.
Oh, okay. Flavor profiles are meant to talk when we drink. What was that face for? Which one
The
did
left
you
one
try?
tastes weird.
I made a face too.
Yeah.
It's something's not right with that one.
I have an inkling already on the smell.
Oh yeah, me too.
It just has a weird taste. It's not. It's like weird, fruity, almost.
Isn't
not
it-
quite. It's something.
It's fruit.
But not like in
isn't
a.
it fruity?
It's not like a fruity beer. Fruity. Not like I like fruity beer anyway.
There's definitely a difference. And I think the one that smells stronger is the alcoholic one. I know I've got this time. I've got it.
One tastes like beer, the other one doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now I actually might change my mind.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm going to ask you on the count of 3 to push for the non-alcoholic beer, in your opinion. 1, 2, 3.
God, I hope we're right. We're gonna feel really dumb.
1, 2, 3.
Guess what? One of us got it right.
Yeah.
One of us got it wrong.
Which was your preference?
This
This
one.
one didn't have a weird like.
Makes me feel like
taste.
he's about to say this
I
is
know.
the non-alcoholic.
Yeah, probably, but
No preference. They're closer than the other two, I think. I think they're closer. Also, who are these for? Who is a non-alcoholic beer for? Who's like, I love the taste of Stella so much, but I can't have alcohol?
I had an alcoholic Stella the other day. I paid for it.
I repeat, who are these for?
Me.
The person who is correct is... You're both wrong.
wow.
No
That's the
way.
alcoholic one.
This is the alcoholic
It
one?
tastes so weird. And I remember Stella being weird like that.
The person who is correct is Evan.
What?
No, I would, if I had to pick, I would pick the non-alcoholic one.
Yeah.
It has more of an actual beer taste to it.
This is rigged.
So in 6 tests, we've collectively identified the alcohol-free beer just 3 times, which is not great. But the last beer, Guinness, is a chance for redemption. But before we get to that, a quick word about today's sponsor, Yakima Valley Hops. As every brewer knows, the best beer, alcohol-free or not, requires the best hops, which Yakima Valley Hops provides fresh from the source to brewers around the world. I'm using Yakima Valley hops in every batch I brew, carrying everything from classics like Cascade to modern favorites like Galaxy and Mosaic and many more. Homebrewers can select specific crop years, and most hops come in 2, 8 and 16 ounce packages. Head over to yakimavalleyhops.com to see everything they have to offer. Okay, on to the part I'd been most looking forward to, Guinness. According to their website, the St James's Gate brewers brew Guinness Zero in the regular way with water, barley, hops and yeast, and then remove the alcohol through a cold filtration method. And when something like alcohol is removed, something else needs to replace it, which, judging from the ingredients, seems to be fructose and some unspecified natural flavorings. Now, how did my tasting panel do with this one?
If I get this wrong, my father will be very disappointed in me, because we are Irish. I am Irish.
This I understand as a non-alcoholic option. I think Guinness has a unique, interesting flavour that even if you weren't drinking, you'd be like, I still want to taste what Guinness tastes like.
So do I have to do the 3 gulp rule?
What's that?
So when you drink a Guinness, you have to do it like at least 3 gulps to get past the head and then actually get the taste of the Guinness.
I don't care if that's non-alcoholic. No, it just tastes good.
This one on the left tastes more smooth to me.
I would much rather drink this one on the left.
The left one is a lot more smoother.
So I'm picking the one I like as the alcoholic one. And I guess it's...
So you're just doing the test of, I've had a lot of this beer and I'm trying to do the one that I like the most.
Yes.
The one on the right is a lot more watery and more liquidy.
I'm ready.
I am too.
On the count of 3, I'm going to want you to push for the beer you believe is non-alcoholic. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
This is my preference.
My preference is this one. because I like that it's thicker.
I think I prefer the non-alcoholic one.
I prefer this one.
I feel like I might have made the wrong decision.
So the answer is you're either both right or both wrong, and you are both
Right.
right.
No!
The one of you that is right is Josh.
Hey.
You actually both like the non-alcoholic one more.
And we like the
Yeah.
last one with the non-alcoholic one more too.
Yeah.
So the alcoholic ones need to step their game up.
So well done to Evan for scoring 3 for 3. Everybody else only got it right one time. But so far, I'm 0 for 2, but I've got my excuses lined up for that. I'd never had a Heineken 0.0 before, and I'd never had a Stella 0.0 before, but I actually have frequently bought Guinness 0.0. I think I should be able to tell the difference here. In terms of appearance, yeah, there's a slight difference in head, maybe, but they look the same. Deep ruby color. I gotta get this one right. I have to get this one right. Guinness is my favorite drink. I will say that the Guinness 0.0 is a really close approximation of Guinness. And the hardest thing to replicate with Guinness is that mouthfeel that it gives you. Creamy mouthfeel, it's served on nitrogen. But what I've always said is that when you're tasting these, there's two things I think they haven't quite been able to match. And I think one is that the mouthfeel is a little bit thinner with the non-alcoholic version. And secondly, I think it's missing just a touch of that Guinness twang.
Feeling confident? Feel like you got it?
I'm feeling... No, I can't feel confident at this point. Oh, yeah. No, I know.
Okay.
I know.
Hands on glasses when we're ready.
I am terrified for this one, because if I'm 0 for 3...
Please push forward the one you believe to be the non-alcoholic beer. Would you like to reveal to yourself by looking over there if you've gotten it right?
I'm going to go have a look. So I pushed forward this one. I think this is a non-alcoholic. So when I go over there, I should see the non-alcoholic beer as I'm looking this direction on the left.
On the left, that's right.
Let's wander over here. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Yes.
He can do it. The one he's tried, he can do it.
Oh, I could never have lived that one down. So thank goodness I finally got one right, but this test was not at all easy, far harder than I think any of us imagined it would be. Alcohol-free beer is such an improved product over those old non-alcoholic beers. Do you have a favourite zero alcohol beer? Let me know in the comments. Now, why avoid alcohol in the first place? Well, if you're wondering how bad beer is for our health, you'll want to watch this video here.